Alright then. Well, after several failed attempts of playing Dicey Dungeons, we're going to switch over to some Downfall. I don't know what the issue is. Every time I attempt to stream it, it is crashing my Streamlabs. And I don't feel like switching to OBS. So this is just what we're going to do tonight. My brain will thank me later, I'm sure. Anyway, where were we on Downfall? We were on Gremlins. A chaotic mob of Spire denizens banded together in search of food and treasure. Mob leader's staff at the start of each combat gain an energy, draw a card, and swap to the next gremlin. Gremlin art mode? Gremlins invade the card frames, only impacts aesthetics. Might make finding synergies easier. Sure, we'll give that a shot. Arise. I brought you back. Except we haven't done a run yet. All gremlins get max hit points plus 1. Oh, we are a series of gremlins. Strike, defend. Tag team. Swap to a living gremlin of your choice. Gremlin dance. Deal 6 damage. Has a bonus effect based on which gremlin you are. Alright. It's a lot of question marks at the beginning. We can get 2 elites to the left, 2 elites to the right. We can't get 2 campfires and 2 elites. Alright, well, let's look for late campfires. There's no doing late campfires. We could start with this one. Deals 9 damage. The bonuses appear to be the same. The card just does an extra 3. Retain, swap to a living gremlin of your choice. That could save a gremlin life. We could switch to a gremlin that has more health by having that retained. That makes sense. You fall into a puddle. It's made of slime goop. And just take 1? It'll take a while to get rid of them all. And I hate to have a bunch of them in the deck, even though we could get a very early artifact from our merchant option. Yeah, let's just do... Oh. 10% chance to become cursed with Scatterbrained. Unplayable. When drawn, if it is your turn, fill your hand with echoes of this card. What does that mean? Careful, careful. You avoid the scrapey bits and the stabby bits. If only it weren't so boring. But if you keep at it, you know you'll get a shiny relic. Alright, keep at it. Careful, careful. It's only 20% chance, and it's a 45% chance to get a relic. We did it. After rummaging through the metal and burning acid, you finally grab hold of a relic. Hex Talisman. At the start of combat, apply a weak and a vulnerable to a random enemy. Alright. We can dance if we want to. We can leave our friends behind. Because if they don't dance, they're no friends of mine. Let's swap to a better gremlin. Six damage to whiz, 6 damage to all enemies, 6 damage to lose 2 strength, 6 damage, 6 block. Never mind, this is the best gremlin. The 2 strength makes him basically useless, and then... Oh, did we... The start of each combat. Oh, I was thinking each turn. I don't think we're getting through his shield. We do not have the damage. We could switch and gain 2 whiz, then we can figure out what whiz does. After playing a skill, gain a whiz. After you play an attack, deal 3 damage. Oh, I see. Gain 2 temporary strength when attacked. Okay. Alright, yeah, we could have done this better. Sneaky Gremlin is where the damage is at. Alright, yeah, that wasn't bad, once we figured it out. Presto, deal 7 damage, gain a whiz. Whiz. When you have at least 3 stacks of whiz, attacks will consume all stacks to deal 10 additional damage. A bunch of extra damage, got it. Deal 1 damage. Strength affects this card 4 times. Gremlin Offensive, deal 6 damage. Gain a Gremlin Offensive. Exhaust. Oh, it's... Okay. It just keeps replacing itself. Affected by strength 4 times. It costs 0. Alright, yeah. I think we can justify that. Whenever you enter a shop, heal 15. X cards get +2. We don't currently have an X card. Get rid of that. This is a really good thing. But it's only really good if we find an X card that we want. Otherwise, it's kind of a waste of money. So we're gonna have to skip it for now, since I don't know what X cards they get. Find a Shimmering Mass of Light. Upgrade 3 random cards, become cursed with Flawed. At the end of your turn, transform all cards in hand into random status cards. 3 free upgrades? I'll take that. The next hand we draw, we should be able to get rid of everything before Flawed takes effect. Assuming we draw Flawed in this hand. We did. We could also just play it. I'm thinking we're gonna need the shield gremlin for this fight. Can we just wait one more turn? We don't have the attacks. Better? We switch to sneak, we do all of our attacks, and we draw this again. No, we don't necessarily draw it again next turn. We'll get 2 defends. Whoever we put in front is going to take some hits. We could get sneak. Let's do it. Alright, sneak. Show me what you got. You got a lot of defense cards that don't help me. Now that we need the defense cards, you're gonna draw a bunch of strike cards. Are you dead? You're just dead. I'm throwing somebody in front of a bus. We could have not thrown somebody in front of a bus by reading these. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't read it all. Sorry, wizard. Look at all the block. There's our tag team. Alright, we've got the block for this turn. Let's switch over to sneak. Hopefully we can... Oh, that just 0? It'll still do 3, right? That's his thing. Oh, that could have gone better. We're learning. Patsy. Gain 4 blocks, swap to the next gremlin. Wizardry. At the start of your turn, gain a whiz. And then just every 3 turns we do an extra 10 damage. This is the equivalent of 3 damage a turn. For free. Alright, let's go this way. Pen Nib. Every 10th attack you play deals double damage. Let's take a sapphire key. Go ahead and get flawed out of there. Switch back to the sneak. We'll try and get the damage in. Five, 10. Could kill the little guy. How do we do this without dying? And is the answer we don't? I don't think we do. Yeah, that's unfortunate. The team's getting small. Cat Scratch, deal 2 damage 3 times. It's better for him because he gets strength. Double your strength exhaust. Ooh, interesting. Gain 2 wards. Swap to Shield Gremlin. That's a real good block setup card. And we still have Shield Gremlin. Alright, let's go here. Break that Sapphire in case we get to the boss, which isn't looking great. Gain 2 upgraded wards, swap to Shield Gremlin. Innate. That just raises to 9. Alright, Glitter Guard plus. Survival is becoming a thing. Anyone can block this. So we'll switch to the Mad Gremlin. Alright, so he gets 2 strength. Deals 13 damage. Yeah, that's a pretty big difference. No defense cards. No way to switch characters. Luckily, we do enough damage. Gremlin offensive. Deal 6 damage. Gain a Gremlin offensive. Deal 8 damage. Insert 2 pinpricks. Oh, that would have been great for him. Pour Salt. Deal 4 damage. If the enemy is weak, remove a stack to gain 2 shivs. Oh, that makes him pretty good. I like that. So we attack. We pour salt. Alright, that's a lot of weak. Starting with Fat Gremlin was helpful there. Lose 2 strength. Alright, we're gonna Glitter Guard here. We're gonna let our other strike disappear. Ah, they both turned into something. I can't finish him off with anybody. Oh, I should have played the strike. Bang activated. Okay. Twist the Knife. Deal 6 damage, gain a shiv. Blacks. Gain 2 temporary strength. I want to see how Rage Break works. Three shivs. Get Wizardry on the first turn? Sure. Alright. Get rid of that. We're gonna see if we can block his attacks. Not like this. Alright, back to shield. Does that count as 5 attacks? Like, how much strength would Mad Gremlin have gotten? Nobody's gonna do extra damage here. That's all we can do. I just wanted to get rid of our curse, that's why we came here. Broken Shin. Apply Agony for every 4 stacks of weak. Creature in Agony deals 80% less damage. Ooh. Ooh, that's a lot less damage. Thread and Needle would have been nice. Infinite Blocks. At the start of your turn, gain a ward. Oh, that's just free block. Yeah, I'm gonna take that. And we'll get rid of Flawed. We can play everything. Did it not apply Agony? Apply Agony for every 4 stacks of weak. He had 3. Never mind. Never mind. Deal 4 damage, get 2 shivs. We got 2 block cards. Alright, we kill him. Finally got infinite blocks. And then we just win. Then we just win. This started off really bad. We're making a nice comeback though. Deal 5 damage. If the enemy is weak, apply Vulnerable. Bubble Barrier. Whenever you play a card this turn, gain 2 block. Astound. Gain 3 block. If you have 3 or more whiz, gain 2 wards. This is a 0 cost block. And if we happen to get on every 3rd turn, is 9 block. Alright, give us some strength. Now, if we switch... we still get to keep the strength. Okay. The more you know. More than enough defense. That works. Any win is a win. Kablamo. Deal 13 damage to all enemies. This attack does not consume whiz. Gremlin Arms. Gain a random assortment of 2 shivs and 2 wards. Jeer. Deal 7 damage. If the enemy has a debuff, gain 2 temporary hit points. Ooh. I'm gonna take Kablamo. Alright, I have full expectations we're gonna lose this battle, but let's see what happens. We could switch characters. But we don't need to, we've got the block. So let's just apply the weak. All right. Now we switch characters. Lose 2 strength. Then we can get the block. And infinite shields. Okay, still good. We can exchange that for shivs. Play the ward. $17 damage. Gives us 10. All right, we can get there. We can get there easily with Glitter Guard. So let's pour salt. Double shiv. Glitter Guard. Ward. Ward. Switch to the Mad Gremlin. And then we'll get a little bit of strength for next turn. Not our best draw for having strength, but we can block everything. We got Irksome Blow, which is nice. Eight and 8 is 16. Better than Blammo there. 13. Alright, we can block this also. Can't get through the shield. But we'll get strength again. 17. Three, 6, 9, 17, that's 20. More than enough. Sorry, I want to see what Agony does. Agonizing Pain. Attacks deal 80% less damage for 1 turn. Okay. It only applies for that turn. Doing 12. We could glitter at the end. We can do everything else first. Is there any advantage to attacking with him? No, but there's no disadvantage either. Gremlin Dance. You want me to have 20 block. Can't do the damage to get through this. tag team technically gives us the block we need, and we can switch to Fat Gremlin and attack for an extra week. I'm doing better on this than the normal battles we were doing. You're gonna hit for how much? Wow. I can't pour salt unless we're gonna do attacks, which we would. Blammo does 34. Can we pull a win out of this? No, because I played them out of order. Yep. Played them in the wrong order. Won't get through the temporary hit points, but still sad. Alright, if we Rage Break, then we keep those 2 strength points. Also, we just win. So it was too late. Gain 25 counter. Fury costs 1 less strength for every 2 strength you have. Deal 5 damage 3 times. That's amazing. Duplicate. Choose an attack. Echo it 2 times. These echoes cost 1 less. Add a copy of a card to your hand is ethereal and exhausts. Echoes cannot be echoed. Exacerbate. Deal 8 damage. Cripple the enemy. Crippled enemies can no longer lose weak. At the end of their turn, they lose hit points equal to their weak. That's amazing against bosses. You just stack weak and it acts as poison that doesn't deplete. Gremlin Leader Voucher. Gain an energy at the start of your turn. Upon pickup, permanently lose a gremlin. The Shield Gremlin. Runic Pyramid. Calling Bell. Permanently lose a gremlin, specifically the Shield Gremlin. That's unfortunate. Runic Pyramid? I'm assuming this run is kind of doomed. But we may as well try. Alright. We can get 2 elites, but only 1 campfire. Or we can do 2 campfires and try for the especially elite. Let's do that. Exacerbate just does a little more damage. Blammo just does a little more damage. Astound just a little more block. Innate wards. Innate the wards, I guess? Or pour salt to add more weak. Let's do more wards. They'll just keep stacking up in our hand until we need them. Blammo 13. Exacerbate would be good there, except we need defense. Could have exacerbated and then gremlin danced. No, because we still needed 5 defense. We couldn't quite get there. Can exacerbate this turn. I could be saving that for the turn that it's useful. My hand is full. Well, I don't have Kablamo anymore. Oh! We got Wiz back. Did I miss something? Every time you play 7 attacks, gain an artifact. Okay. Gain 6 block, deal 6 damage. Block is affected by Wiz? Nah. Makeshift armor seems okay. We're just playing attacks anyway. Shivs deal 2 additional damage. Wardens grant 2 additional block. That's pretty good. We're kind of going heavy on the powers, though. Let's get rid of a strike. Sorry, had to sneeze. In an abandoned temple, you find a giant book, open, riddled with cryptic writings. You need not interpret the elaborate script, for you know the power that lies within and the cost it incurs upon its owner. Obtain the book. All gremlins lose 4 hit points. Sure. The first attack played each turn that costs 2 or more is played twice. Do I have anything? Kablamo. Kablamo falls in that category. Oh no. You again. Save the rest of the cards? I'm gonna need to switch to Fat Gremlin to weaken and mitigate some of this damage. Can play Gremlin Dance, it'll lower him to 15, okay. Switch to Fat Gremlin. Gremlin Dance. Save. We're not going to get strength unless we can switch again. Okay, this is less than ideal. Just get rid of these cards. Exacerbate will go twice. I just had to get rid of more cards. Otherwise our hand would be full. Kablamo does 23 and goes twice. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. And then Salt in the Wound does 14 and gives us... Does it give us 2 shivs, or it gives us 2 shivs if we do that? Gotta be careful about filling up the hand. Twist the Knife. Deal 6 damage, gain a shiv. Dazzle. Deal 13 damage. If you have 3 or more whiz, steal 2 strength. And we can just retain that until we need it. Deal 20 damage if the enemy intends to attack. Deal 5 damage otherwise. Still like Dazzle. We have no money. Don't even look at the shop. No reason to torture ourselves. You couldn't have weakened that one. We just hit him with a strength, right? Or a strength. We hit him with a strike of any kind. We can exacerbate it. And then he'll do 0. Didn't count for the purposes of weak. Because we're on the wizard. That's fine. We'll glitter guard. We can just play a defend. We're fine. We're fine, we're fine. Everything's fine. We're less fine. Alright. Bring the defender up front. This gets us there. Then what? Wizardry? Would have been nice to switch to Mad Gremlin that turn. Deal 23 damage, steals strength. So we can just hit him. He'll do 0. Excellent. I think we save our whiz. No, we don't have 3 whiz. We had whiz. Rage break. Then that does 12. Alright. Don't everybody attack. That's still more attacks than I would like. 17 doesn't actually do 17. Well, it will because it's hitting twice. So it'll finish him off, and then we just hit him with anything and he falls down. Okay. I just wanted to play that card, get out of my hand. And now we should be good. That was a little scarier than I would have liked. Molotov. Apply 30 soul burn. I like that better than counter. Bulk up. Gain 5 temporary hit points. Steal a strength. I like the idea of stealing strength. Especially as we get to boss battles. Alright, let's go right. Steal 2 strength. Steal 2 strength. Mummified hand. Whenever you play a power card, a random card in your hand costs 0. Let's get more powers. Not the ideal character to be in front with 0 block cards. This is terrible. Do these still cost 0? If so, I'm not going to play them this turn. No, they went back up. Too bad. What do I do with you? Exacerbate. Glittering Guard. And then we play defense cards. Play Astound or save it for next turn. Hey, Sylphea. I'm doing pretty good. My stream crashed a couple of times. I don't know if my Streamlabs wants me to play Dicey Dungeons anymore. I think it's finally had enough of it. It's like, nah, you can't stream that. I'm just gonna keep crashing on you. We're gonna hold on to Astound until next turn. Yeah, that's not enough defense. Yeah, I don't know what I can do about it. Unfortunately. I'm gonna throw this Soulburn. What have you been up to? How's your day going? Deal 23 damage if you have 3 or more whiz. Steal 2 strength. I like the idea of stealing strength. That's going to significantly lower his ability to do anything to us. Could have played Gablamo there too, but I think I'd rather play the defense card. I can't switch characters. One productive thing. Yeah, a slow day here and there isn't a big deal. Steal 2 strength, exhaust. If we keep stealing strength, we might make it. Alright, let's switch characters. We're gonna go Fat Gremlin. Because if we hit him with an attack, he'll gain a weak. Still not entirely sure if we win this, but oh, this is going to do 25. Charging up. Who is this charging up? We just have that much extra strength. We just have this one will go twice. 34 and 25. We can just win. Let's just win. Sundial. Every 3 times you shuffle your draw pile, gain 2 energy. Polish. Shivs deal 2 additional damage. Wards grant 2 additional block. Yeah, we like powers in this deck. You come across a disgusting pedestal with a glowing book sitting atop. It appears this book contains the complicated and advanced combat techniques used by the slime boss and its minions. Remove all strikes. Receive 3 upgraded tackles. That is absolutely going to kill us. Obtain Consult Playbook. Trigger a trap. Gain 4 random tackle cards. They cost... No, tackle cards are not good. Let's leave. Tackle cards will kill the poor gremlins. Polish is a good one. That's extra block every turn. We're gonna take that. We're gonna make it work. You got any big plans for the weekend? bad draw. Deal 8 damage to all. That is just gonna be the card we play, alright? Wait. We won't die. But it's gonna hurt. Ouch. Kablamo? We just win with Kablamo? Excellent. Sharpen Blades. Draw a card. Reduce the cost of all attacks in your hand to 0 this turn. Whiz. Gain a whiz. Next turn, gain a bang. Bang. Deal 0 damage 3 times. Add a whiz to your discard pile. So this just goes back and forth. And you get a 0 cost card that'll do 30 on a whiz round. Because we have Runic Pyramid. Computer games are good. Can't knock a day of computer games. Alright, let's play the powers. Let's steal the strength. Let's double the strength while it's free. Good first turn. You're gonna do 18 damage. Kablamo just became free. $10, $13. We have enough to survive. Take the hit. Alright, what can we do here? 45. Alright, we just win. Let's just win. Patsy, gain 6 block, swap to the next gremlin. Irritability, gain 6 block, gain 3 temporary thorns, swap to Mad Gremlin. I think we're gonna skip these. Deck might be getting a little big. You're gonna do 6 damage. But skills will protect us. And then you're gonna attack twice, so maybe we switch to the Mad Gremlin, or do we not want a chance that he dies? We could do Fat Gremlin instead. You know what? We should be fine, because he shouldn't attack next time. And then we focus on the cultist. We got this. No 2 costs. Bang is not ready. If we double our strength, Irksome kills him. 49. And then we don't do anything this turn? Just throw an attack out there? Because we can bang for 42. Exacerbate would go twice for 44. Dazzle steals strength for 27. Well, it would steal. Tough one. Do a bunch of damage? Let's do a bunch of damage. Exacerbate still goes twice for 24. No, we can just win with Dazzle. I didn't do the math beforehand. For the leader, deal 8 damage, gain a temporary strength. We'll hold off on that one. Not insane levels. No, it's gonna be a... not an entirely family weekend. We've got a charity golf outing on Sunday. So I get to go be terrible on a golf course, because I don't know how to golf. And tomorrow, we are spending a bunch of time with my in-laws, which should be interesting, because they are such interesting people. All these attacks are free. And then we switch to the guard. That's enough. We'll save the other one for next time. It will be a busy weekend, and I'm prepared for a busy weekend, so that's also good. There are plenty of scenarios where I am not prepared for a busy weekend, and then it's not as great. But this time I'm ready. Whiz? Whiz. Tag team? Surprise busyness is the worst. Alright, if we get Mad Gremlin in front, we're gonna get a bunch of strength next turn. Let's see exactly how that goes. Okay, we can kill him with the bang. And then we just play the cards we want to play. I mean, that's pretty much it. Clear some room so that we can draw. We're gonna draw more days. That was a poor decision. Don't ask me to do something with you in 2 days. I don't know if I'm gonna want to do that. Yeah. Yeah, I totally get that. And people definitely don't understand that. That does 7. 4. That's enough? That's all we have to do. You de Grem. Use all 5 gremlin abilities 2 times. That sounds amazing. Yeah, the sweet spot is right about a week. If somebody asks me this weekend what I'm doing next weekend, that would be ideal. Dazzle. We can use that to steal more strength. We are well set up for boss battles. That happened to me a couple weeks ago. My friends called and said, hey, do you want to go to a concert right now? Like, a concert right now? No. No, I don't. I super appreciate that you think of me, but I most certainly do not want to go to a concert right now. Just play the Kablamo? Sure. And then we'll play these. And then we'll have... You know what? Just flip now. We've got our whiz bang or whatever for this turn. Ooh, but we don't have the defense to play all of this. Yeah. Mental preparation is absolutely a thing. Alright, we've got the defense, so now we tag team into Mad Gremlin, and I think we just win next turn. $36. Why did I think that would do more? $35. Rage Break into Irksome Blow? That works. Yeah, the only thing I could think to myself was, do you know who you're talking to? No, I don't want to go to a concert immediately. Even though I have no other plans, because that's how it starts. Hey, what are you doing right now? And then I'm afraid to answer the question. When drawn, echo this card. Deal 1 damage, draw a card. And it costs 0? I see why that would be really good for the Sneaky Gremlin. Let's take it. We might get Sneaky Gremlin back after this. Alternatively, we can use it to get... weak on him. Arms theft would be great. Because we don't have much in the way of defense. That did not hit arms theft. This will significantly lower the damage he does, though. This will also make him lose 2 strength this turn. Alright, he won't get through our temporary hit points, but we are taking some damage because I forgot to play defend. Exacerbate. Hit him with the cripple, now he's basically poisoned. Whenever you play an attack, apply a weak. So we want to just keep playing attacks? I don't think we tag team here. Let's wait till next turn. Mushroom, mushroom. Dazzle steals strength. Now he's hitting us for 0. Good, I guess. Snake, snake. Ah, so good. things from our youth that we remember, and then everybody looks at us like we're crazy when we say them. What are you talking about? Your memes from 100 years ago make no sense to today's youth. Just go for the leader, I guess? And we throw up a bunch of defense. Guess we didn't even need to use the defense. We could have broken shins. Alright, play the defend. Choose a card to exhaust. I'm sorry. A card to exhaust. The original memes. Back when I was your age, we only had 3 memes. We liked it that way. And those memes stuck around forever. Couldn't just make new memes. Can't get rid of the Necronomicurse. There is no escape from this curse. Got it. Back to the Dazzle, back to the Dazzle. Can we win? Well, we can now. Good draw. Some of them have stuck around forever. The days of Newgrounds and Congregate, because those were your only options. We didn't have TikTok. Duplicate. Choose an attack. Echo it 2 times. These echoes cost 1 less. Fairy Dust. Gain 2 wards and draw 2 cards. Fury. Gain 1 less energy for every 2 strength you have. Sorry, cost 1 less energy for every 2 strength you have. Deal 5 damage 3 times. Do we want these? I mean, I guess Fairy Dust gives us wards and extra cards. Sure, we'll make that one work. Extra energy from Slaver's Collar. Or we can get rid of a couple of strikes. A lot of our attacks are getting exhausted. Slaver's Collar would just let us play those. I'll take the Slaver's Collar. I like that one. Alright, I don't know if we can beat the Merchant at all. I guess we don't need to beat him to buy stuff. Alright, let's fight him at the end. We're gonna... I guess we could fight him early. Go down that route. Let's try that. We'll see how we do against him. Break the Emerald. We need to do the recall before I forget to do the recall. He's got 200 health left. We switch to Wizard. Gain 2 Wiz. Can't do anything else this turn. Alright. He's gonna do a lot of damage. He can't switch. We can whiz into a lot of block. We can arms theft. That will significantly lower the damage. We can defend, and we can play a block potion. Or we can just defend and take a little damage. Or we could just play the block potion. I still can't switch. All right. Blammo for 50, and that doesn't use our whiz. Gain a whiz. Next turn, gain bang. Should have played that in a different order. Bang does 36. Can't get any extra strength. Can't switch characters. Still can't switch characters. No, we'll just do as much as we can. We did 100. Alright, so if we can get another one, we should be able to beat him. Bulk up. Gain 7 temporary hit points. Swap to Fat Gremlin. Alright, let's skip there. Could buy an anchor. Start each combat with 10 block. Let's hold. Alright. Tag team to the Mad Gremlin. Will rage break next turn when he actually has some strength to duplicate. We have enough block to work with. Okay, we're still good. Huh. Can't switch characters. Can't quite get enough defense with what we have, so we're gonna need to play the pinpricks. No, maybe we have enough. Yeah, that's 16 right there. I don't know what I was hoping to draw into. This is fine. Oh, I gotta play that too because of burn. Almost missed burn. Whiz. Alright, we need to find a way to win. That'll do 20, that's 30, 40? Strength potion? Another arms theft? Let's just keep stealing enemies' strength, it's fine. You happen upon a group of what looks like purple fire spirits dancing around a large bonfire. The spirits toss small bones and fragments into the fire, which brilliantly erupts each time. As you approach, the spirits all turn to you expectantly. Offer. Receive a reward based on the offer. Donate. Lose 150 souls. Each gremlin gains 2 max hit points, and hashtag the alive ones fully heal. Why hashtag? Why the pound sign? What would we offer them? I could give them broken shins. Here, have broken shins. I don't even want it. Spirit stance around your max hit points are increased by 10 and you are fully healed. Okay. We gained 2 max hit points each anyway. Alright, we got the sneaky gremlin. Let's immediately start doing damage. Kablamo is fun. Have the defense for it. 6 damage, draw 2 cards. What do I think I'm going to draw into here? Ooh, Astound. That might do it. We can play our Defend and Astound and we'll have enough block. Oh, you hit Kablamo. Alright. Switch. Kablamo's gonna do damage to him, so we're gonna take 3 on top of his 9. Alright, we're still good. Throw a Dazzle in for good measure. This is an interesting one. Alright. We play the Defend. We can kill him. Or we can steal his strength. Let's steal strength this turn. I think we have to kill him this turn, otherwise he's gonna explode. Yeah, he's gonna explode. You can rage. She can rage, she can rage. We win? We win. Polish. Huh. Shivs deal extra damage, wards give additional block. That seems like a good one to keep stacking. Break the ruby. Polish raises to 3. Arms theft is a real good one to upgrade. Just gonna steal strength. Our path to victory is that we just keep getting hit for 0. Start each combat with an additional energy. That's exactly when you want the energy. More polish? More polish. Goal 1, stay alive. Alright. Let's get a hit in. Good enough. I'll stop there. Exacerbate. Arms theft. Alright, we have a lot of strength now. Let's switch to Mad Gremlin. Get even more strength, and then get some big hits in. Maybe get some big hits in. Drew 2 dazzles. Dazzle's not good till next turn. Alright, let's just get the block. I can get 10. But not with zeros. So we can't just rage break. Alright, how about this turn? Now can we rage break? Now you're gonna hit me for 0 3 times. Alright. Big hits this round. What do we got? 90. Close enough. There we go. Yeah, we'll skip Blessing of the Forge. Edible armor. No comment. Convert your block into temporary hit points. Oh. Well, that's pretty good. Wizard in front. Oh, that's not good. We don't have any block. Can't switch you out. Really, all I can do is steal some strength so you don't die. Could have Udegremed there. I would have saved him some health. Can I not switch? I can't switch. I can block. Into arms theft. Wow, we're really going turn by turn on this one. Hit whiz, huh? You can Kablamo for 54. That's enough? That's enough. Show of hands. Gain 2 block for every card in your hand. Oh, that's good. Deal 8 damage. Whenever you gain block this turn, the enemy loses 4 hit points. Or sorry, deal 8 damage. Flurry. Deal 3 damage for each card played this turn. That could also be good. Let's do Show of Hands. Our hand is usually full, so that's a lot of block. That could be dangerous. Let's go left. Running into a lot of starting hands that don't have any block. If I do that, he's going to do more damage. Wow, this is terrible. Because that would pull his weak. Alright, I'm playing the Udigrem. Gives us some block. And gives him some more. Some more weak so we can pour salt. We can Rage Break. Kablamo. Or salt. This does nothing? Show of Hands is a lot of block. It gives us all the block we need. And we can Arms Theft. And then we tag team into the Mad Gremlin, who can actually do more damage. Polish. Makeshift armor. Did that in the wrong order. We can steal more strength. But I don't know if it's enough. Gain 2 wards, draw 2 cards. Technically he's doing 30, he's doing 20, and that thing's doing 10. I could lower it to 18 and 10. And we're only short 2. Exacerbate. Another Pour Salt. Cat Scratch. I like Pour Salt. Assuming we can get him in front. Maybe we just do a skip here. Two damage 4 times. That adds up to a lot. You know what? Grab Cat Scratch. When do you upgrade to? Oh, it was already upgraded. Draw a card and gain block. Fairy Dust makes that cost 0. Does anything make significant changes? Rage Break gives a couple of defense. Alright, we'll upgrade Pour Salt because it gives us an extra shiv. Alright, who are we putting in front now? Shield guy. The one we didn't want in front. Okay. Well, this almost gets him down to 0. We'll take 1. We can take 1 damage. Trying to figure out how we get him down. But it doesn't really work if I can't switch characters. Exacerbate goes twice, or we just start playing the 0 cost cards. Edible armor. Just do the damage. No, we're not going to get 60 in one turn. Wiz is active. Wow. Alright, maybe I'm wrong. We did it! We get all the souls. Glitter Guard. 7 damage and a shiv. We'll skip. Alright, what do you got for sale? Gain 2 potion slots. Whenever you beat an elite, gain a strength at the start of each combat for the rest of the act. That would have been cool. Tag Teamwork. Whenever you draw a tag team, draw another card. Upon pickup, add 2 copies of Tag Team to your deck. Oh! That would let us switch characters a bunch. Well, let's Mayhem, because that's... play the top card of your draw pile every turn. Grab Tag Teamwork. If we can switch more often, we can save lives. Of course, we didn't draw one, and... we can kind of save him. Oh, we can definitely save him with the shivs. And we can tag team into somebody that does more damage. Sneaky Gremlin. What do you got for me, Sneaky Gremlin? Damage and draw cards. This does 13 and goes twice. And without the proper cards, I think that's what we need to do. I'm gonna play these just so we get to draw more. Okay. Show of Hands gets us a bunch of block. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. 18, because that one doesn't count. 9, 18. Alright, we can damage him down far enough. We can't damage him down far enough? Did the 3s not count? What did I miscount there? Alright, well, we switch to Shield Gremlin then and play this. And then we only take one. Which gives us a bunch of cards that are no help. We're going to play them nevertheless. We just need to live through next turn. Whiz and edible armor. Okay. And then we tag team to Mad Gremlin for the extra strength. We needed... we really needed one more whiz for this to work. Arms race into bang doesn't do enough. We get strength. We get explosive. We might be using all of our potions to keep him alive, and even that might not do it. Let's see. Because each of the defends are 5. So those are already the most cost effective. Unless we play the strength, steal strength, play the energy potion. Get this up to what, 18 is the most we would get that up to? Yeah, we're not doing the damage here. This character is dead. $15, $25. I can do about half of this. And if he's gonna die, I don't want to throw all of my potions away. Steel strength, 68. Steel strength again. Only leaves me with 1. So we would only steal strength once. So 68, 58, 46, 31, 21. Strength potion. So we're better off doing Rage Break rather than Arms Theft. Okay. We blew our potions, but we're still alive. Deal 5 damage. Repeat for each stack of weak. Flip out. Deal 11 damage whenever you would gain block this turn. Instead, deal that much damage to all enemies. I'm gonna go with this Burly Blow. We can stack a bunch of weak. That'll make single enemies a lot easier. Got the Whiz up front. He's not a lot of use. Let's see if we can switch. We can't switch. We could switch to the guard. Which I think is what we're gonna do here. I don't really want to kill him yet. And we got 2 wards for this turn when inevitably we get attacked by everybody. Yeah, look at that. 11, 19, 24. You can get 24. Bad aim. Nah, that aim was fine. Oh, nice. It auto-played Kablamo. Excellent. Ta-da! Echo a random skill. It costs 0 until played. Swap to Gremlin Lizard. Deal 7 damage. If the enemy has a debuff, gain 2 temporary hit points. Let's do another pinprick. That gets us through the deck. Robobot. What's his deal? Whenever you play a power card, defect gains a focus. That's unfortunate because we like our power cards a lot. Gremlin Dance takes away his strength, but that's not what's doing the damage here. And we're taking a lot of damage here. We need to switch to our defense character. We didn't get any powers. That's all I got for defense. Ooh. Okay. Now we can start doing something. Hi, kitten. How are you? Yep, that's my microphone you're hitting. Liz. Rage. Level armor. just hit with this now. Alright, let's see here. What makes sense? Nothing. Nothing makes sense. Polishes lead directly to block. Not ready for dazzle. We're not ready for bang. Hoping we can switch to him. Just play the dazzle. We're gonna want the card room. All right. My hand is full. Alright, switch to Fat Gremlin. I think we're ready for him now. And then we exacerbate into a Poor Salt. Oh, that's a lot of damage again. Well, how do I avoid all that damage? That steals his strength. That doesn't really help against this particular character. We do it anyway because it costs a 0. Or we Burly Blow first. Let's Burly Blow. We're gonna drink this Flex Potion. I don't know what Pinprick's gonna get us. Not enough. We're gonna take 10. We still live. We're cutting it real close. Tag team again to another defensive character. Fortunately, our defensive character is running out of hit points himself. The arms theft. It gets us defense more than worrying about taking away his attack. My hand is full. Alright, we've got the defense to get through this turn. So we switch back to the Fat Gremlin. Kablamo goes twice. Or we save Kablamo for next turn. We'll play the defense so we can get another card. That does not just win it for us. But we can switch to defense. Alright, Mad Gremlin, you're up. That'll do. That'll do. The thump, the thump. You feel something evil at your very core. It's you. You're an evil gremlin. Onward. The ending. Final act. Kitten, are you breaking stuff? Don't break stuff, Kitten. Bewilder. When you play another card, muddle your hand, then discard this. Let's just play it. Oh, that's just gonna cost 0. The real unfortunate part, again, is that we have no block in our opening hand. So Sneaky Gremlin is just tanking damage. And, to make matters worse, we didn't draw into any switch cards. We still didn't draw into any switch cards. So you're just dead? Wow. Unbelievable. Absolutely unreal. My hand is full, and I'm about to die. You sure are. You sure are. Alright, at least we can switch this time. So we can get our defense cards up. Not enough. It's never enough. Haunted, huh? That's really bad for this. Who are you tag teaming to that's gonna survive? Fat Gremlin? He can hit him with weakness. He can exacerbate into a poor salt. Necronomicurse just comes back. Oh, we got edible armor. have a single attack card. Arms theft, rage break. Defense into edible armor. Save the bank for next turn. Yeah, this one's not going to go well. We have to play flawed. Show of hands gets us the block we need. Dazzle, steal strength. Then we can't do the bang damage. I think that's a play we have to work on. There's a tag team. Alright. Let's get to Mad Gremlin. Lets us do damage to everybody. And then I need to play flawed. Alright, 14 strength. You played... Oh, no. Oh, terrible. Hey, Cowsies. No problem. I appreciate it. I'll try and win before you pass out. Don't get your hopes up, though. Alright, he's got all the weak. So we should be able to do some serious damage to him. Oh, we can just kill him right now. One down. We don't need to worry about defense this turn. We severely need to worry about defense this turn. A single attack card. Hit him with weak. Oh, hey. Pour salt. And we can shiv him, so he's hit with weak. Tag team back to the shield gremlin. What do we got? 56? Done. Alright. So we'll hit them both for 54. That seems pretty good. Does tag team do anything? Sort of? Switch to Fat Gremlin. We can always switch back. 71. Lets us finish off him. Cat Scratch does some damage to him. It won't kill him. But it puts us in a good spot. More than one card on average being played every 5 minutes. Alright. I should be able to pull that off. Look at this. Look at this terrible hand. I needed attack cards. Finish him off with a bang. Cat Scratch does more. Success. Horncleat. The start of the second turn, gain 14 block. Heckle. Whenever you apply a debuff to an enemy, gain 2 temporary hit points. That's amazing. That is an amazing card. Energy Potion. Energy Potion. 2 energy potions. 2 energy potions. You're playing cards too fast. I'm sorry. Alright, we're gonna rest so that we can get our last gremlin back. We got our full team. Alright, Meow. Play the powers. Play the whiz. Save the dazzle for next turn. Dazzle steals strength. Kitten, what are you doing? Don't eat that. You can't eat my cords. Tiny kitten. This is the first time I'm running through the characters in, I'm gonna say, the last 2 years. I don't even remember how many characters there were the last time I played this. There definitely weren't 8, but there's 8 now. But so far it seems like they're all pretty overpowered, at least once you get to know how they work, which I'm still working on. Lame. Alright. In with the dazzle. Now if we can play a bunch of skills, we can get the other dazzle off. Right? That's how this character works? Yes. We're gonna steal all the strength. Try to few and then the gunslinger. The gunslinger is cool. The hermit. I like the way that character worked. Alright, let's switch over to Fat Gremlin. We can hit him with a weak. We'll hold on to Bang for now. Hopefully we can stack up some weaks. That's not what I wanted you to hit. Kablamo goes twice. We've got a ward. Yeah, we've got enough defense. Or just arms theft. And he just doesn't do any damage. I don't know what to play here. Oh, come on. The Watcher's not that OP. Just because it's the best of the main characters. Yeah, I'm not sure balance was their biggest concern. Is there any reason not to pinprick here? Not really. Tag team doesn't help. I still want this character. Bang for next turn. Oh, it's fine. There's Heckle. That's what I wanted. Ooh. I don't like that very much. Ditto. I don't play a lot of Watcher. That's the one that took me the longest to get up to 20. That's good. Go ahead and play Icky. Oh, that was cruel. So it plays the top card of our deck? And when it did, it activated the curse that changed all the costs, and it changed all the costs to 2 and 3. Exhaust discarded orbs is way more fun to manage than emotions. Yeah. Can't disagree there. Well, how am I getting through this turn now? This is still my big block. And now I can't really play anything. I'm gonna play that just to get rid of a card. My hand is full. I know your hand is full. Quit whining. Alright. Blood poison and nails are way more stimulating than massages. I don't know, it depends on what end you're getting. Ah, exacerbate, finally. On a turn where we're taking 60 damage. And have a flawed. How very unfortunate. Again. We do anyway. Haunted's gonna take the rest of these away. Never enough massages to make it worth it. That's a big hit. Ugh, and you're forcing me to switch gremlins again. Alright. A shield gremlin then. I'm gonna play Flawed because Necronomicurse just comes back. Okay, another swap, sure. Oh, we're just gonna trigger Bewildered. This game is cruel. Retrial Massage. That was dumb. He had a block there. That's what I get for not paying enough attention. Bang next turn, bang next turn. We didn't get Wiz? Did he get rid of our Wiz? Alright, he's gonna do a ton of damage. The most I can do is 200, so we need to focus on block somehow. We've got a tag team, so we can switch to another character for blocking purposes. So for now, we just do damage. 19 times 16? Sure, good start. Alright, that's the most we can do in a turn. Oh, it went twice. Of course it did. I mean, he lives. Bewilder's gonna activate. And make them all high numbers. I need to read Bewildered. When you play another card, muddle your hand. Alright. Muddle does not say make all cards high numbers. Cat Scratch does decent damage. $64. Oh, we can play both. Could have also played Bang, but I'll hold on to that for this turn. Excellent. Shield Gremlin. I don't think you're going to make it this time. Not with the muddle. In fact, I should stop playing cards because all it's doing is healing him. But I need to play the cards so that I can get new ones. $29 damage 20 times? Do we just win? I think we just win. Huzzah! The Gremlin army is victorious. Congratulations. The Whalers have done it. We are Whalers on the moon. Victory. Ascension unlocked. New unlock. 749 experience towards the next level. Conga line. At the start of your turn, gain an energy and swap to the next gremlin. I like that. Yeah, you always get cucked on that last experience point. Wow, that run took a while. New character. Alright, I think that's the only run I'm going to do tonight. Let's see here. Skeep? What game did I play recently that you couldn't skip the credits on? Oh, I played the Final Fantasy 1 Pixel Remaster, which, if you enjoyed the Final Fantasy games, are really good versions of them. But the final credits can't be skipped. You just have to sit there and watch the whole thing. The Snecko. Sounds like a bug. Possibly. Snack door. Excellent. Refund. Yeah, right. Good luck getting a refund from a Squeenix game. The original Snecko. And of course, waifu Snecko. Challenge mode, pure Snecko. Unidentified cards can be from any class, recommended for experienced Snecko players. Also, I think it took me 20 hours to beat. I couldn't remember how to do everything. It is, you have to play the waifu versions. Alright. I'm gonna log off here for the night. And I'm gonna send you guys over to... I'm gonna send you over to Zelda. She's doing a charity stream. Is she almost done, or is she still on? Oh no, she's still on. Alright, yeah. I'm gonna send you guys over to Zelda. She'll appreciate it. I don't know exactly what she's playing right now, although with all the charity stuff, she hasn't actually gotten around to playing very much Skyrim. But we'll get that going. Anyway, thanks for showing up, Cowsies. I appreciate you. Everyone else lurking out there, I appreciate you too. Always glad to have people stop by. Even if it's just to listen to my wonderful voice. But I'm out. I will be back tomorrow. Dicey Dungeons decided it didn't want to stream. I tried it out and it crashed 3 times on me. You were supposed to bore me to sleep. I'm sorry. I was too exciting with my gremlin run. And I need to go to sleep, because tomorrow's the only day I get to sleep in, and I'm way behind on my sleep schedule. It's been a bad week for sleep. But I'm out. I'll catch you all next time. Till then, try and get some sleep. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you around. Bye for now.